Well, every 15 minutes, we, of course, bring you up to the minute with the latest news, and we are following developments in the Michael Jackson trial, where a jury has just been chosen. Joining me now to talk more about this is former Santa Barbara Sheriff and MSNBC analyst Jim Thomas. And, Jim, you know as well as I do that this jury selection could have become a circus, given the stops and the goes. But here's an example of a judge who moved this jury right along. Do you think he deserves a lot of the credit here?
Oh, I certainly do. He made it known right from the beginning that each attorney was going to have 10 minutes per juror, which I think is the minimum of time that's normally allowed. I think both sides would have liked more time, frankly, but he made it also certain when we came back to court this week that the two delays that we had were unavoidable and that they would not happen again. And he's shown through his leadership of the courtroom that he can get things done quickly. There's absolutely no doubt about that.
And let's look at the makeup of the jury now. We have 8 women, 4 men, 7 whites, 4 Hispanics, 1 Asian. Ages range between 20 and 79. Perhaps most significantly, no African Americans. Are you surprised by that at all?
You know, in a way, it's luck of the draw. There were only 2 African-American women who were drawn in the jury pool at all, and both were excused by the prosecution. Now, California law does not allow you to excuse somebody because of their race, gender, or sexual orientation. So the prosecutor had to prove to the judge that the reason that those 2 women were released were for cause or for other issues. And the judge apparently sided with the prosecution as both were released. Well, remember, Santa Barbara County also is only about 3% African-American.
Right, no, that is a good point. Of course, now begins the speculation. What does it mean that 8 women are on the jury as opposed to the reverse of 8 men? Can we conclude anything by the fact that there are more women than men on this jury?
Well, I think there's opinions all over the place. I think the prosecution would favor the women because of, hopefully, the prosecution would believe, would be their sympathy and their thoughts about the children that are going to be involved in this case and the children that are going to testify.
And we were just talking to NBC's chief legal correspondent, Dan Abrams, host of the Abrams Report, and he pointed out that these attorneys may be doing their opening statements as early as next week, perhaps even later this week. Are they prepared?
Well, they're prepared, but I think it would probably be Monday. I'm not certain that they'll get the alternates selected today. That may go until tomorrow. And there's still some motions that need to be heard by the judge, I think, prior to the opening statement. So court watchers here are making the guess that it would probably start on Monday.
All right, Jim Thomas, good to have you on board, former Santa Barbara Sheriff and MSNBC analyst. Thanks again.